Hey y'all, what's going on, honey? I am so sorry that I'm late. I am so sorry, honey. Welcome, honey. And listen. I am here to tell you a good love story. I would say it's a what do they call that? Love triangle, but this go four ways. This here go four ways, and we're gonna talk about it. And I got a feeling that somebody may go to jail around there. hmm Just Blaze, you been crying? Hey, TJ. Yes, they will be truly missed. Hey, Sarkonos. Hey, Storm. Honey, I'm just here with a Saturday evening documentary type. I like to start from the beginning and go to the end. Let's get into it. Hey, the Sun Lady. Hey, C Cub. Hey, Freedom Speaks. First of all, rest in peace to King Von. Okay, this is a very interesting story, and it's still developing, and we're going to talk about it. Hey, Blutify. Hey, for real, Neil. What it do, Sagittarius Queen? Welcome everybody in the chat on this amazing girl. What's today? On this on this amazing Saturday night. Now I didn't touch up my makeup, therefore I'm over here with my glasses. But I'm cute. Girl, I need to need some glasses, girl. But I'll wear them anyway. Honey, it's a lot going on. Let's talk about it. Now, a lot of people think the most dangerous block in Chicago is Inglewood on the west side, but it's really where former First Lady Michelle Obama grew up. O Block, Parkway Gardens. Oh, God. Okay, let me fix the audio. Hmm. Is that better? Put a one in the chat if that's better. Put a two in the chat if you are still hearing static. You still hear it? Okay. Let me fix it. I don't know what the hell be going on, girl. I really don't. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. Just 1 minute, and I'm gonna fix it real quick. Ciao. When it gets better, can you guys put a one in the chat to let me know that it is better? Ciao. Let me see. It's muffled too. Okay. Oh, you know what? You know what? Let me see. This thing be tripping. No.
Yes. How was that, y'all? Did that fix it? I can't stay. Did that fix it? Yeah. It's connected to the sound coming from somewhere else. And I think I just fixed it. Yes, honey. Yes. I don't know why StreamYard does that. Like, I don't know. StreamYard does not keep my settings. Child. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Girl, let's get into it, honey. So the most dangerous block in Chicago really is O Block, where former First Lady Michelle Obama grew up in. Okay. Now it is the 6400 block of South Dr. Martin Luther King Drive. Okay. It's on the south side of Chicago. That is where King Von grew up. That is where Chief Keef grew up. That is where who else grew up? King Von and Lil Durk and a whole bunch of other Chicago rappers came off of O Block. Yes, we back, Life Strange. Hey, Sonya. So first things first, let's talk about King Von. Now, King Von has been arrested. He had been arrested several times. Okay. Rest in peace to him, of course. But he definitely was about that street life. He had been arrested even as a minor, but because he was arrested as, those times that he was arrested as a minor, we don't have access to those reports because he was a minor and they don't, they're not public. But even as an adult, he's been arrested several times. He is known as the silent assassin in Chicago. Okay. Just looking at him, he doesn't look threatening at all. Let me pull up a picture of him real quick. He doesn't look threatening at all. He doesn't look like he is capable of doing the things that he does. Just if you just look at him. This one is 1029. Where you at, 1029? Child, I can't stand StreamYard. StreamYard, oh, y'all just get on my damn nerves. They really not gonna let me pull up my picture. He on the thumbnail. He's the one with the white shirt. Okay. On the thumbnail. Next to him on the thumbnail is NBA YoungBoy. I have them side by side for a reason because it's a lot going on. And it's very strange. We're going to talk about the events that occurred prior to his murder. Because it's very, very strange. But anyway, he's known as the silent assassin in Chicago. And let me pull up this article because he had actually been charged with murder. According to the street, King Von has several bodies. Okay. And when we say bodies, we mean people that he popped in real life. Okay. So here is one of the articles that they published here in Chicago about a shooting that happened in Inglewood. And they said King Von did it. His real name is Davon Bennett. Okay. He was charged with murder in Inglewood. That's here in Chicago. This was in 2014. And someone lost their life as a result of it. This guy's name is, let me go back to the article real quick. Girl. Malcolm Stuckey. Okay. Now, let me tell you about this. Let me read a little bit of this article, and then I'm going to tell you about this situation because it's something else. It says Bennett, 19, he was 19 at the time, was charged with 1 count of murder and 2 counts of attempted murder for the May 29th shooting in the 5700 block of South LaSalle Street. Okay. He was with this guy that they call Big Mike. His real name is Michael Wade. So King Von was 19 at the time and Big Mike was 23. Big Mike had already had some previous murder charges before this incident. Now, let me tell you what they said happened. Let me stop this screen share. Let me tell you what they said happened. So they said King Von was at this party and this guy, the deceased guy, said that King Von thought that the guy was mean mugging him, okay, or eyeballing him or staring at him, okay. Now, depending on where you're from, that's not a big deal, but here in Chicago, you stare at somebody for too long and there's consequences and repercussions, unfortunately. Okay. And it really does depends on other things too. Women, we don't really have that issue. Okay. It's really like these gang affiliated guys that have this sort of issue. So King Von was at a club. He says this guy was staring him down. He was eyeballing him. Okay. Well, King Von ain't say nothing. His friend Michael or Big Mike, they said King Von left, went got Big Mike, came back to the party and shot up the guy that was eyeballing him. Okay. Now, let me tell you what's so interesting about that. King Von didn't say nothing. When they arrested him and tried to interrogate him, King Von said absolutely nothing. But Big Mike, the guy that was with him, told everything. He ended up getting 28 years. And King Von got off. Okay? Now, according to the article, Michael or Big Mike just was there to be King Von's muscle. But because he wanted to talk and he didn't know how to not tell everything, he told everything and got himself popped. Because even though he was talking, King Von never said anything at the time. Okay. Now, later on in a rap, King Von referenced that situation that he got away with. It was several charges. Okay. They was finna be popped for real. Both of them. And he didn't address it, but way later he did. Let me pull that up. If StreamYard will let me, chow. I done pulled up all these receipts so y'all could see what had really happened. Look at this shit. Look at it. Look at it. Ain't gonna let me pull it up. Chow. I'ma just read it to you. He did a song called King Von, after that murder incident that he got away with that Mike is still in jail for, he did a song called What's Next? And in that song, he says, I think they gave him 28. He rather talk than listen. Bitch was the only one that told they killed the other witness. Now, who else could he be talking? Who else got 28 years for talking and not listening in regards to him other than Big Mike? Okay. But also in this lyric, he says, bitch was the only one that told they killed the other witness. So he like, you the only one that told because the other witness is dead. So it's like, did you really just admit to killing a witness? Like some of these rappers, they rap because they got a ghostwriter and that's really not their real life. But these Chicago rappers, this they life. For real. Now, let me let you hear it out his own mouth, child.
Ain't tell nobody that I don't condone the snitch. A nigga told on me before he got a longer sentence. I think they gave him 28. He rather talk than listen.
Okay, let me play it again because I was turned down.
Ain't tell nobody that I don't condone the snitch. A nigga told on me before he got a longer sentence. I think they gave him 28. He rather talk than listen.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I just wanted to let y'all know that so you can understand where we're coming from. Okay, this is not some blue collar corporate America individual. Now he was very young, 26 years old. Okay. Now his girlfriend is Asian Doll. Asian Doll is his girlfriend. Now, Asian Doll, what's so interesting about her is she said that she wanted a man that got bodies, at least 3. This is what she said. Ooh, child. You know what? I hate StreamYard with a passion. I really, really do. I really do. Let me see if they're going to let me pull this one up, child. Where you at, 924? Oh, they gonna let me pull that one up, girl. Look at Asian Doll. This is his girlfriend, King Von's girlfriend. Please have at least 3 bodies before you talk to me. Boy, I like killers. Y'all see this shit? So, you know, it's so interesting that this is the type of man that she wanted. And that's the type that she got. That's exactly what she got. Child, moving right along. Anyway, because we're getting to what had happened. You need to remember that Asian Doll is his girlfriend, because we are talking about a hood love story gone wrong, honey. So and regarding that murder with him allegedly and his friend Big Mike going back to the club to murder a guy for eyeballing them, is very interesting. How do you transition from killing somebody that's staring at you to being a celebrity and everybody looking at you? You see, that's what makes it that's what makes it so ignorant. That's what makes it so ignorant. Because when he became a celebrity, and now everybody eyeballing you and staring at you everywhere you go. And I'm just curious how he made that transition, because the last nigga tried it. He ain't here no more. I'm just saying. Anyway, girl. So I have to talk about NBA YoungBoy, because in my opinion, he has a lot to do with with the fact that King Von was murdered. Okay. I don't know no other way to say it. Him and NBA YoungBoy had an active beef going on. Now, just a little bit about NBA YoungBoy. He has 5 children, 1 on the way, several baby mamas. I don't know what NBA YoungBoy is doing to these girls that make them just let him knock them up, okay? So what I need you to understand also is Lil Durk and King Von, they grew up together in Chicago. Lil Durk signed King Von to his label. NBA YoungBoy signed Quando Rondo to his label. Okay? So just remember that. So it's Lil Durk, King Von, Quando Rondo, and NBA YoungBoy. They rocking together. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Okay. Now, NBA YoungBoy, he got a bunch of kids, a bunch of baby mamas. One of the baby mamas, her name is Jania. Jania. Okay. Now, Jania is the one, if you guys can remember, they were seen in a hotel hallway on surveillance camera, and NBA YoungBoy was beating her up. Do y'all remember that? Deidre, it's a lot going on, girl. Look, it's about 50 videos about this. I said, let me just bring it all together, child, because this is out freaking outrageous. Okay, it's outrageous. I don't know, for those of you, you may have seen it. NBA YoungBoy was seen on camera beating up this one of his baby mamas. Let me see if I could just play a little bit of it for you to refresh your memory if you did see it. I got the volume off on purpose. You'll see him throw her down. You see that? He threw her down. She jumped up. He grabs her again. And he's steady grabbing her. Now, after this incident, she came out and said, they were just playing. This is just how they play. Okay. It's been a lot going on with those two. There were some allegations of herpes. Okay. They say NBA YoungBoy is walking around here with that. Coronavirus. Coronavirus. Oh, child, they say his balls itch, girl. Listen, I'm just here to tell y'all what they have said, okay? They say he a little chase around the thighs. Okay. Anyway, girl, so it was a lot going on with them. But when you have that many baby mamas and you're not using protection, you're gonna catch the clap, the all type, the rap, the hap, the coronavirus. You're gonna catch all type of shit when you screwing without protection. Period. And you must understand, chat, these are young people, okay? They are all in their early 20s. So they are a bit reckless. They're very reckless, actually. So anyway, that's one of NBA young boy baby mamas. Another one of them is Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Yaya Mayweather. I did a whole video on her before. She's pregnant by him right now. They just had a baby shower. They just had a baby shower that looked like somebody from her high school put it together. It did not say Money Mayweather to me. Now she's supposed to be the Birkin Queen, Miss Yaya Mayweather. And she just, explained to the girls that all these celebrities running around with these Birkin bags, some of them fake. So don't be impressed because you can only get a Birkin once a year. Anyway, child, that's one of NBA young boy's baby mamas. She is also the one that stabbed his other baby mama. They got a lot going on, okay? So Floyd Mayweather's daughter out here knifing bitches and shit. Like her daddy ain't a billionaire. Child, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so she went to jail for that. I need to check to find out what's the status of that. But back to the story, I just wanted to tell you and explain to you who we dealing with when it comes to character. So King Von, he rocked with Lil Durk from O Block. He actually moved to Atlanta. So he had been back and forth to jail. He decided to take his rap career seriously. Lil Durk used to actually bring King Von along with him to interviews. If you go back and look at some of Lil Durk older interviews, you will see King Von sitting right there. And I actually have a receipt of King Von talking about that I'm gonna play in a second. But once he got signed to the label, he decided it's a good time for me to leave Chicago and go and live in Atlanta. So he had actually packed up and moved to be in Atlanta with Lil Durk. Well, that didn't work out too well. It's not funny. It's really not funny. When King Von moved to Atlanta to be closer to Lil Durk, they caught a case. Okay? They caught a case. Child. And the case is still ongoing. It's still going on right now. Okay? They claim that, let me pull this up real quick. Let me read it to you what they say Lil Durk and King Von did together. They said that Lil Durk is seen on camera shooting out the window, and that Lil Durk and King Von got together to rob this guy that they knew from O Block and take $30,000 from him and his jewelry. Okay? Ciao. And they did say that they're innocent of it, and they are still in court fighting this. Now, I wonder, now that King Von has been murdered, how the case is going to work out for Lil Durk. Because is it snitching if the person is deceased? Like, I'm wondering, is Lil Durk going to just be able to pin the whole case on King Von because King Von is no longer here? Who going to stop him? Well, O Block will stop him. But I'm just wondering, like, how is that going to go? How is that going to work? Anyway, but because of that, they couldn't be next to each other. So although King Von was signed to Lil Durk, they were touring together and everything. Because of their existing case, they could not be around each other. Let me play y'all this receipt of King Von talking about that.
But isn't you and Dirk, you're your probation or whatever is such that you're not supposed to be associating with other people who are part of the case? So is it like a thing where you're not supposed to be around each other?
Yeah, so yeah, me and Dirk, we only see each other like at court if we got court or some shit.
So even when you're on tour, you can't really be around each other too much?
No, we can't. No, hell no.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that shit ugly.
Is that strange? Like just to have the court basically just saying you can't be cool with one of your best friends?
Yeah, because you know it's like I started shit out with him. Like he started up for me and everything. Like how people get to notice me shit like that. He bringing me to his interviews and pulling up a chair right here and letting me sit right there.
Right.
Like even though it's just like it's supposed to say if he came no jump, he'd have a chair right here for me. You be like, what the fuck going on?
Right.
Now this is my artist. You see what I'm saying?
But all that stuff is out for right now, which is unfortunate.
That's what I'm saying. So they just say we caught the case and they removed me for everything. Like in all my shows, I only was having shows because of Dirk.
Right.
Like he pulling me on his shit. You see what I'm saying? So I'm only going places with Dirk. I'm only doing. So now it was time to. They put the case. You can't be around Dirk no more. You can't move. So now I was only in the studio with Dirk. I was on it. So now do everything on your own. You just gotta do it. So I just gotta.
Okay. So they called a case together, and because of that, they couldn't be around each other. So even though he had picked up and moved to be closer to him, he couldn't be with his friend. And they were very close. Now, I want to just talk about this real quick, okay? Because this rainbow troll will not go away, okay? And he's very foul. Tekashi 69. First of all, Tekashi 69 has been trolling the rappers from O Block for the longest. He started off with Chief Keef. And I guess Chief Keef didn't pay him enough attention, so he moved on to, who he moved on to next? Lil Durk. And then King Von, okay? And all of them grew up together. All of them. So after most recently, when Tekashi 69 got out of jail, he was promoting his record, and Chicago was one of his stops. And he decided to come to Chicago and go to O Block in the daylight with security probably for the spanned out 15 damn blocks, because he know damn well. Okay. Girl, he pulled up at O Block at 7 o'clock in the morning. He knew wasn't nobody outside at no damn 7 o'clock in the morning. And he pulled up to O Block with his cameras and all of his security and all of the arms that they needed and all of the trucks. And they probably had helicopters, planes, and Air Force One overhead. Okay. He was very nervous, walking around O Block in the alley. And he claimed he went there. Why he say he go? To pay respects to Lil Durk's deceased cousin. Okay. And he had already been beefing with the boys from O Block, and they really didn't appreciate it. King Von made a video letting Tekashi 69 know that shit ain't cool. You know, and a lot of people, you know, in Chicago were very upset about that. But of course, we all knew he only did it because he had security. And nobody was really impressed. And then Tekashi 69 even tried to pay Lil Durk to beef with him. I think it was $3 million. He wanted to pay Lil Durk $3 million to beef with him, and Lil Durk declined it. So now back to the story. So the question is, and I brought up Tekashi 69 because when Tekashi 69 found out that King Von passed away, first of all, he'd been trolling them. And when he found out that King Von passed away, DJ Academics posted about it, and Tekashi 69 went under the comments with a laughing emoji. And I think that's so messed up about this generation, that they actually laugh at death and they actually laugh at people dying. That's fucked up. Like, that's real fucked up. Like, what can a deceased person do to you that you got to laugh about them being deceased? That's some weak ass shit. Now, there are reports, though, that someone who was an opt to, I think his name was Tuki, Someone who was an op to King Von had passed, and King Von made fun of that. Okay. It's definitely one of those things, you know, what you put out is what you get. And we all just looking like, so we done lost Nipsey Hussle, like we done lost so many rappers, but we still got this rainbow troll running around here. I'm not saying why not Tekashi, but I'm saying why not Tekashi. Anyway, girl. So the question is, what led to the beef between NBA YoungBoy and King Von, and why do I feel like King Von is dead because of that beef? Let's get into it, child. Oh, it's a lot going on. Now, first of all, King Von and NBA YoungBoy had been beefing for 2 years. They kept taking shots at each other, but every time they would be in an interview and someone would ask, "What is your beef with King Von, NBA YoungBoy?" he would say he don't got no beef. And then if they would ask King Von, "What is your beef with him?" like they kept saying they don't have any beef, but they kept throwing shots. Okay. So then King Von recently shows up with NBA YoungBoy's baby mama, the one that he was dragging in that hallway, the one NBA YoungBoy was dragging in that, through in that hallway on that tape. And a lot of people believe that is the baby mama that he really cares about. Okay. Child, I hate StreamYard because I got all these receipts for y'all. And this damn thing ain't gonna let me show them to y'all. Let me see if it'll let me show her. 1044. 1004. Let me see if it'll let me show y'all this one. Oh, it's gonna let me show you this girl. Her. This is the girl. This is NBA. This is NBA YoungBoy. This is his baby mama and his baby. Most recently, King Von shows up with her, Jania. Okay. He shows up with her, and someone took a picture of them walking, holding hands, and they claim that they weren't dating though. They claim that they were only together because they were doing a song together. But it was clearly a shot at NBA YoungBoy. It's the old ancient tale of killing a bitch over your bitch. Baby, it's been happening for centuries. I'm not saying NBA YoungBoy did it. I'm just saying it happens. Anyway, so King Von shows up with her and social media goes crazy. Everybody starts saying, "Oh, they together. They effing, they together, they dating." King Von is snatched up NBA YoungBoy's baby mama. Okay. So to get King Von back, then NBA YoungBoy shows up with King Von's baby mama Asian doll, the one that say she need a man with 3 bodies because she only date killers. Her. So you can clearly see the tit for tat. You show up with my baby mama, so then I show up with yours. I show up with your girlfriend. Like it's and then the time frame of this shit. I need y'all to understand. This shit just started happening within like the last, as far as this back and forth with them throwing shots this hard, because although they tried to act like they weren't throwing shots, they definitely were. And over time, the shots became more and more severe. And this is how we ended up here with them showing up with each other's women. This stuff recently happened. King Von was making comments about NBA YoungBoy showing up with Asian Doll on the 1st of this month, just 6 days ago. This hot tea. This ain't old tea. This hot. Anyway, so they, and you know, I'm sure there is very bad blood between the two women as well. Okay. Asian Doll came out and said that Jania, however you want to say it, been in King Von's DM. So according to NBA, I'm sorry, according to according to Asian Doll, Jania been trying to flirt with King Von. This ain't new. Now, this is what she said, okay? So let's get down to what happened in Atlanta yesterday. What's so interesting about a lot of these people that end up getting killed is they have premonitions. It's like they feel it. Because King Von was tweeting, oh, please let me show them this receipt. I need to be able to show y'all this. I need y'all to see what he said out of his own mouth, child. Let me close. Maybe if I close some of them, it'll let me open others. Oh, bloop. Okay, let me see if it'll let me open it. 1080. I'm glad I wrote this crap down. 1080. Let me see. So he knew. How did he know? I don't know. But I think it's very strange that he was tweeting on November 1st, couple niggas want to kill me 6 days ago. And then he tweeted, it's so crazy nowadays. Niggas that don't even know you be hating on you. Y'all see that? Now, oh shit, did I just close out? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. So he knew that people wanted to kill him. And it could be because, now one thing I know about growing up around people that are in that lifestyle, they never rest. They never, ever rest. Once you got bodies, and once you're in that lifestyle like that, you don't rest. You are always looking over your shoulder. You are always thinking, is it my turn? Always. So he had this premonition that he may not be here for long. And he expressed it on his Twitter. Lil Durk, his boy that he grew up with that signed him, found out about his death on Instagram while he was live. Lil Durk was live and people were coming into his live saying King Von got shot. King Von got shot. Okay. King Von was 26 years old. He got shot and killed outside of an Atlanta nightclub. He was in a scuffle with Quando Rondo, who is signed by NBA YoungBoy. So y'all see the connection? King Von shows up with NBA YoungBoy's baby mama. Little while later, somebody connected to NBA YoungBoy murders King Von. Now, let me say this because people keep saying, oh, it wasn't a setup. Now, you may see it as that. And I respect that. If you don't think, and I'm not going to play the video here of the actual murder because it's too heartbreaking. I cannot stand to see our Black men constantly killing each other. It is fucking ridiculous. And Meek Mill put out an Instagram post that said, in so many words, how do y'all keep glorifying Why do you guys keep glorifying the same trenches that your friends lose their lives in and your family dying? Like, why would you glorify this way of life when you lose people close to you that's in that life? Why would you glorify that shit? Why would you? But anyway, they said that the fight started inside the club and it went outside, and you could clearly see on the video King Von getting shot down. You can also see a guy lingering over his body. It's hard to tell what's going on. Some people are saying the guy was trying to help King Von. Other people are saying the guy was trying to take his chain. Either way, it's sad as hell. Okay. Ciao. Now, some people say he once set up. Well, let me tell you something about Chicago. Some of these people, this is set up city. Okay. They know how to pick a fight with you to get you to come outside. That's not rocket science. So for people, when people on the outside looking in and say, oh no, they ended up outside because they were fighting. Well, maybe that was the goal from the jump. Everybody knows if you start fighting in the club, y'all getting put out. Everybody know that. And a lot of these people do the overlay for the underlay. The fight is the overlay, but to pop you outside is the real underlay. That's my real intention for you. They do that a lot here. Okay. So someone has been arrested by the name of Timothy Leaks, and they are saying that is Quando Rondo's blood brother, the one that's and Quando is signed to NBA YoungBoy. So they are saying that that's his brother and that he was trying to take King Von's chain. This makes me feel like what's his name? NBA YoungBoy could possibly get arrested. And the reason I say that is the beef has been between NBA YoungBoy and King Von. So for this other person, Quando Rondo, to be the one that allegedly shot him and killed him is very strange. It's another case of jumping in somebody else's beef. I do personally believe that this whole thing was about King Von messing with NBA YoungBoy's baby mama. I can also see how the whole situation could benefit Lil Durk because him and King Von are in court together. And everybody, and another thing about NBA YoungBoy, everybody knows, well, anyone that follows him and watches him knows how he is about his baby mamas. He's very overprotective and very sensitive about his baby mamas. And I believe the Jania one is his favorite and the one he really liked. So I think when King Von went there with him, that was no coming back. This is just my opinion, child. This is all allegedly, child. I don't know. Okay. So that is your story about King Von. Rest in peace. Oh my God. King Von, NBA YoungBoy, Jania, and Asian Doll. I don't know if this whole situation is about to flip a lot of these celebrities' lives upside down. King Von tweeted that he was going to be at that Atlanta nightclub. So he dropped his location, which is, I don't know why he wanted to drop his location, but he dropped his location. Okay. And that's how they got him. And if you already knew that people, and you had a feeling that people wanted to harm you, why would you drop your location? And then there's another conversation going on about this, about Chicago rappers and Chicago gangbangers taking they ish to Atlanta. Well, let me serve notice, and let me say this. I love Atlanta. I absolutely love Atlanta. Atlanta is a lot like Chicago, except Atlanta don't have as many food varieties. That's the only damn difference I see. Okay. The club scene is popping. The weather is popping. The people are popping. It's a lot of black people. I love it. It's clean. So I love Atlanta. The only thing is, y'all don't have a lot of different kind of food like we do in Chicago. But this whole conversation about Chicago bringing stuff to Atlanta, let me say this. Half of the people in Atlanta aren't from Atlanta. So what are you talking about? Half of the people there aren't from there. It's a lot of people that live in Atlanta that's from Chicago and been living in Atlanta for years, but they from Chicago. It's a lot of people from Texas, Arizona, all over the place that moved to Atlanta. So I don't necessarily agree with that. I do believe this beef just happened. It was a convenient murder. That's what I believe. He dropped his location. He was already in this beef with NBA YoungBoy over this baby mama situation. Quando Rondo being signed to NBA YoungBoy popped off. And before you know it, here we are. Now, King Von was not the only person that passed away in the shootout. So rest in peace to those other people. Unfortunately, they won't get the same publicity as King Von is getting. But I hope they rest in peace as well. Now, on another note, when I heard about this, it really saddened me because I said to myself, how many of our black men are going to go out like this? How many? That's number one. Number two, how can you look in the eyes? I can't even watch the video. How can you look in the eyes of another brother that looks like you and take his life? And for what? For what? That is your story on King Von chat. I don't know what the hell happened to the chat. I can't see a damn thing. So all this good shit y'all in here saying, I can't see nothing. Let me show y'all where I'm at. I'm all the way up here where D-Drag grew. I'm all the way up here. They don't let me see nothing. I hate StreamYard and I pay for it. I don't have the 12-hour limit or whatever they give you when it's free. No, I pay for it and the shit still don't hardly work. Anyway, Babe Nation, thank y'all so much for coming to hear the story of King Von and what in the world had happened. I'm sorry that some of my receipts, StreamYard wouldn't let me pull them up, but I had a whole bunch of them. Grr and boo. Please have an amazing Saturday evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.